Hello, I'm Canon photographer Randall M, and today I'm here to talk to you about ASA or ISO speeds. Now, ASA is basically the American Standards Association, while the ISO is the metric equivalent when it comes to film speed, or in digital photography when it comes to the sensor calibration, or how sensitive the sensor is when recording images. Okay, generally speaking, 100 is the best ISO to shoot at. Now, there's even in some new digital cameras, there's you can go as low as 50, and back in film days, we could go up to about 1600 or 3200. And the basic difference was in bright daylight, you shot at 100, and the darker it got, you shot at a faster or higher number. For example, 1200, 1600, 1800, 3200. You did sports events like at 3200. You can do like inside the room at 400. I mean, these are general ballpark what you can do. Now, of course, with today's advanced digital technology, we're shooting at equivalent film speeds, or ISOs, over 100,000. There are some digital cameras right now that are shooting at over 100,000 ISO, which back in my high school days when I started doing photography was unheard of. Of course, we were still using film at the time, and like I said, 1600 film was expensive. 3200 film was very expensive, and we normally shot at either 100, 200, or 400 film for everything from basketball to outdoors to soccer and baseball. I mean, it wasn't cheap, but it was the least expensive, and for overall, it did a really good job. So but like I said, the camera I shoot with now, the Digital XT, shoots at anywhere from 100 to 1600, and some of the newer digital high-end shoot from 100 to 1600, but yet, like I said, some of them shoot up to 100,000. So it's what you get as far as being able to shoot in nighttime, fast action, really depends upon the camera and what you need to do before you buy a camera. If you're looking, well, first of all, let me say, if you're looking just to take some snapshots, let's say 100, 200, 400 is plenty, okay? If you're going to use a flash, not a big deal. 100, 200, 400 with a flash, take some pictures, not a big deal. Most cameras, in fact, are preset to 100 ASA or ISO. However, if you're going to be a professional sports photographer, you're going to want those super high speeds to shoot higher shutter speeds at those high speeds. So not only is it ISO you got to think about, but you got to think about aperture and your shutter speed. Now, the downside is the higher the number, this is the grainier it's going to get. This is true in both film photography and digital photography as well. Back in the day when we shot 1600 film, you could tell, especially in the background, or if something wasn't quite, it really got grainy. Or if you had a lot of contrast, you could tell where there was spots where it would be grainy. The dark spots would look good, but the lighter contrast parts looked really grainy, or the whole thing looked grainy, which is why a lot of people didn't like to use it. Well, that's the same true of today's digital photography. The higher the ISO, the bigger the number, the more grainy it's going to be. So for most people, if you shoot digital photography, you want to shoot 100, 200, 400. Stick with 100 if you can. 100 with a flash is going to do a lot of people just basic photography really well. Okay, it's not unless you're doing professional or semi-professional sports or something fast moving that you're going to need these higher ISO speeds. So that gives you a little information on your cameras, ASA or ISO, and what to look for when you're buying, using, and setting up your camera to take different kinds of pictures. So until next time, I'm Canon U.S. photographer Randall M saying thanks for watching. Have a good day, and may God bless you.